I'm Norwegian Joe. Welcome to another video. Hi, it's Norwegian Joe, and today we are going to learn about en, I, and et, the beloved trio of Norwegian grammar. Let's start with our basics. In Norwegian, words have gender. Specifically, the words that have gender are nouns, substantiv. This means that some nouns are masculine, some are feminine, and others are neither of them. Substantive, or nouns, can be things, people, places, concepts, or just things for short. For example, en hund, a dog. Hund is a masculine word. Ei bok, a book. Bok is a feminine word. Et hus, a house. Hus is neither of them. It's what we call the neuter gender. These three word categories are called hankjønn, hunnkjønn, and intetkjønn. What separates the words of each gender is that they're treated differently in sentences. For example, look at this. The word for a is different for each gender. Also, if you want to conjugate a noun, if you're talking about one thing in particular, or more than one thing, or even those particular things, then each gender has its own set of rules. They're not complicated, and I'll show you what you need to know. For hankjønn, we have en gutt, a boy. If you're talking about a particular boy, it becomes gutten, the boy. You attach en at the end of the word. If you're talking about more than one boy, you say gutter, boys. You attach er at the end of the word. Finally, let's say you're talking about some particular boys. Then you say guttene, the boys. We just added ene at the end of the word. Did you get all of that? Don't worry, I have a PDF in the description box you can download to practice on your own. Just hang in there for now. Okay, for hunnkjønn, we have ei jente, a girl. If you're talking about a particular girl, it becomes jenta. You attach a at the end of the word. If you're talking about more than one girl, you say jenter, girls. Like hankjønn, you attach er at the end of the word. Similarly, you add ene at the end when you're talking about some girls in particular. You say jentene, the girls. Looks like the big difference between these two is only the definite form. So, you know how many girl names end with an a? Hannah, Sarah, Linda. Well, if you think of that, it can help you remember to put a at the end of feminine words and en at the end of masculine words. And then we have intetkjønn. This is our little joker. Et dyr means an animal. A particular animal becomes dyret, the animal. You add et at the end of the word, but you pronounce it like e. Don't ask me why, just go with it. Again, the animal is dyret. More than one animal would be dyr. Yeah, that's right. Many plural words that are intetkjønn have no ending. Usually, if they're more than one syllable, the ending becomes er. However, most one-syllable intetkjønn words have no ending in their plural form. The last one is easy, as it's the same as hankjønn and hunnkjønn. The animals is simply dyrene. Good job! I know it's a lot. But remember to pick up the free download in the description. And check out my MEMRISE deck for memorizing noun conjugations, also in the description. So, how do we know which gender a word belongs to? The short answer, you don't. You just have to learn the gender as you learn each word. I guess the more true answer, however, would be that there are patterns you can recognize in the words that belong to each gender. Like, if there's a biological gender to the noun, in most cases, the grammatical gender will be the same. For example, a boy is en gutt, a girl is en jente, as we went through, and so on. Also, most professions are masculine, like doctor, lege, pilot, pilot, nurse, sykepleier, teacher, lærer, and so on. Finally, one thing that's good to know is that using the hunnkjønn gender is optional in Norwegian. Yep. That means if you have a hunnkjønn word, like ei jente, it's okay to say en jente. Also, you don't have to say jenta. You can say jenten if you want. now you have learned the most important basic rules for en, ei, and et. Keep in mind that there are many exceptions to the rules we just went through, and don't be afraid of making mistakes. That's it. Bye!